Hello friends and welcome to Study Center. SSC is known for repeating its questions. So in this session, we will be discussing 10 important previous year GK questions of SSC CGL. Make sure to watch this video till the very end as we will be discussing each question in details. Let's get started. Question number 1. The Banking Regulation Act was passed in India in which year? And the options are 1949, 1965, 1951, 1974, and the correct answer is 1949. The Banking Regulation Act 1949 is a legislation in India that regulates all banking firms in India. It came into force from 16 March 1949. Initially, the law was applicable only to banking companies, but in 1965, it was amended to make it applicable to cooperative banks also. The Act provides a framework under which commercial banking in India is supervised and regulated. The Act gives the Reserve Bank of India the power to supervise and control the banks. Question number 2. Which of the following was not a condition laid down in Gandhi Union Pact? And the options are removal of salt tax allowing to produce, trade and sell legally, participation in Round Table Conference by the Indian National Congress, withdrawal of tax on khadi production. The Indian National Congress should stop the civil disobedience movement, and the correct answer is withdrawal of tax on khadi production. The first Roundtable Conference was held on 12 November 1930 in London to discuss the reports of Simon Commission. It was boycotted by all the major political parties of India. The Gandhi Irwin Pact was a political agreement signed by Gandhi and Lord Irwin, the then Viceroy of India, on 5th March 1931 before the Second Roundtable Conference in London. INC called up the civil disobedience movement and agreed to join in the Second Roundtable Conference. The government released the political prisoners and conceded the right to make salt for consumption. Question number 3. Who was the first and only Muslim woman to ever sit on the throne of Delhi? And the options are Fatima al-Fihri, Rajia Begum, Sajrat al-Dur, Ghebar Sultan. And the correct answer is Rajia Begum. Rajia was the first and last Muslim woman ruler of Delhi. She was from slave dynasty. She succeeded her brother Rukuddin Firuz Shah, who had succeeded Iltutmish. She started appointing non-Turkish people to important positions. It provoked the Turkish nobles and there were simultaneous revolts in various parts of her kingdom. Altunia, the governor of Bhatinda, refused to acknowledge dominion of Rajia. Rajia marched against Altunia, but on her way, she was imprisoned by Turkish followers of Altunia. She had to marry Altunia to get out of the situation, but was killed along with her husband by Bahram Shah, one of the sons of Iltutmish, on her way back to Delhi. Question number 4. Who codified the first two laws of thermodynamics and deducted that the absolute zero temperature is minus 273.15 degrees Celsius? He was honored for this with the naming of the Kelvin temperature scale. And the options are Robert Hooke, William Thomson, William Crookes, Luis Alvarez. And the correct answer is William Thomson. Lord Kelvin, also known as William Thomson, was an eminent physicist with a wide range of interest and enthusiasm. He was famous for devising the absolute temperature scale, now called the Kelvin scale. He formulated the second law of thermodynamics. He worked to install telegraph cables under the Atlantic. Question number 5. Who decides on the issue related to disqualification of a member of Lok Sabha under 10th schedule? And the options are Speaker, Prime Minister, Vice President, President. And the correct answer is Speaker. Whether a member is subjected to disqualification in all other matters except under 10th schedule is decided by the President. But disqualification under anti-defection or 10th schedule is decided by the chairman in case of Rajya Sabha and Speaker in case of Lok Sabha. The anti-defection law in India, also known as 10th schedule to the Indian Constitution, provisions for disqualification on ground of defection. In 1985, the 10th schedule of the 52nd Amendment to the Constitution of India was passed by the Parliament of India to limit frequent defections of elected members in India. Question number 6. the Suri king Das was defeated by Humayun to regain his kingdom? And the options are Sikandar Suri, Muhammad Suri, Sirsa Suri, Bahlal Suri. And the correct answer is Sikandar Suri. Humayun was attacked by Sirsa Suri in 1539 in the Battle of Chausa, but he escaped during this battle. In the Battle of Kannauj, also known as Battle of Bilgram, Humayun was defeated by Sirsa Suri and had to flee. He passed nearly 15 years in exile. Sirsa Suri died in 1545 and his son and successor, Islam Shah, died in 1554. Humayun attacked Delhi with the leadership of Bairam Khan. At the Battle of Sirhind on 22nd June 1555, the armies of Sikandar Shah Suri were defeated and the Mughal Empire was re-established in India. Question number 7. Who invented the atomic battery in 1912? And the options are Henry Moseley, Benjamin Franklin, Louis Pasteur, Alessandro Volta. And the correct answer is Henry Moseley. Question number 8. Dash is an important road link between Srinagar on one side and Kargil and Leh on the other side. And the options are Mulingla, Jochila, Sipkila, Kwaratagla. And the correct answer is Jochila. Mulingla connects Uttarakhand and Tibet. Sipkila connects Himachal Pradesh and Tibet. Kwaratagla is an Indo-Chinese border across Karakoram range. Question number 9. What does the Lorentz curve indicate? And the options are relationship between the price of a certain commodity and its demand, taxable income elasticity, rate of employment, income distribution. And the correct answer is income distribution. The Lorentz curve is a graphical representation of income inequality or wealth inequality developed by American economist Max Lorentz in 1905. The graph plots percentile of the population on the horizontal axis according to income or wealth. It plots cumulative income or wealth on the vertical axis. So, an x value of 45 and a y value of 14.2 would mean that the bottom 45% of the population controls 14.2% of the total income or wealth. Question number 10. Asian Games, also known as Asiad, is a multi-sports event held every dash years among athletes from all over Asia. And the options are 6 year, 5 year, 3 year, 4 year. And the correct answer is 4 year. The Asian Games, also known as Asiad, is a continental multi-sports event held every 4 years among athletes from all over Asia. The Games have been organized by the Olympic Council of Asia. The first Asian Games was hosted by India from 4 to 11 March 1951. In the year 2018, the 18th Asian Game was hosted by Indonesia in Jakarta. The 19th Asian Games will be played in Hangzhou, China in the year 2022. That's all for today's session, friends. Thank you for watching and see you in the next session.